No, we are at in an outbreak of the might of secret spirit.
In an outburst,
Outbreak.
in an out. Okay, in an outbreak of the might of secret spirit. Okay. So what we have seen previously was that there was this aspiration for life, um, even though it wasn't powerful enough yet, but it wanted something, and it crowded this life's rhythmic cry with undertones, and that could write itself on the hearts of living things. So we begin now with In and Outbreak.
In an outbreak of the might of secret spirit, in life and matter's answer of delight, some face of deathless beauty could be caught, that gave immortality to a moment's joy, some word that could incarnate highest truth, leap out from a chance tension of the soul. Some hue of the absolute could fall on life, some glory of knowledge and intuitive sight, some passion of the rapturous heart of love.
So we've gone into 176 now.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. All right. So let's go through all of this because there's a lot here that Shrill is getting. There's an awful lot. We have to go slowly. And I have so many notes. So begin with in an outbreak. Outbreak, of course, is very important. It's an outbreak of the might of secret spirit. And spirit here is a capital S, which refers to the consciousness that's above mind. It refers to the Atman or the self, which is always in oneness with the divine. It, the spirit is eternal. It is the soul and the reality of us. It will never disappear. The psychic being is not eternal. The psychic being grows as we grow with us. The way Ranga explains it is that the psychic being is a kind of inward motion, and jnana yoga and the knowledge is a vertical motion. So we see that the spirit is always the consciousness above mind.
But I feel there is a point when the two meet.
Um, well, then you have to be in the higher range of consciousness. There's no point in our life here, in matter, life, and mind, where the two can possibly meet.
Because in the synthesis of yoga, like Sri Aurobindo says, that even the path of love can arrive at knowledge, and knowledge can arrive at love, and that is bound to happen.
But only when we begin in the higher mind and go to the illumined and intuitive and overmind. Not going to happen on our plane of existence.
Yes, yes.
This plane of dualities and emotions and
That
lower
would,
and higher vital, not going to happen here.
it's not,
Mind,
hmm,
not possible. Okay, so in the human cycle, he tells us that the nature of the spirit is a spacious inner freedom and a large unity into which each man must be allowed to grow according to his own nature. Very important. And in the Gita, of course, he says the spirit is a supreme being. in his infinite consciousness. It's the truth of our being, spirit. So we see that this in life and matters answer of delight to this force that has this outbreak of the power, the might of secret spirit is very, very important. What happens in life and matters answer of delight? Well, that's his symbol. The involution, the descent of the divine, and the aspiration from below. And they do meet in time. So the next thing that he tells us here is after we've been through matter and all of those things, so I won't go into that today, but some face of deathless beauty could be caught that gave immortality to a moment's joy. Oh, what a beautiful line. Some word, this is important. He's not using capital W here. He's saying any word, some word that could incarnate highest truth. To incarnate means actually to realize in action or fact. We say that an incarnation is something embodied in flesh, given a bodily form, human form. But here it's incarnate in a different quality or idea. And as a verb, it means to realize in action or fact, to actualize. Some word that could actualize highest truth. And then he goes on, and I have to go to the next page for that. Leaped out from a chance tension of the soul. Now, something leaped out. Some hue of the absolute could fall on life.
What is chance tension?
What?
Chance tension. Like
their chance is not the chance that we understand as chance, as a fluke or
right.
something like that. But this leaped out from this, you see, this chance tension, I would say, is a tension that happens in certain moments of the working of the soul, when it grasps something much higher than it has ever grasped before.
Right.
And therefore some hue of the absolute here is the divine again, some hue of the absolute could fall on life, some glory of knowledge and intuitive sight, some passion of the rapturous heart of love. And look how he begins all three lines with the word some. Some hue, some glory, some passion. He's drilling it home to us. So it's very, very important.
And can the chance tension be like, when the soul of the person is vibrating at a higher frequency than usual?
I would think so. That's definitely you could say that for sure. Yeah. So all right, now we have to continue on. Now I haven't done all these lines, but let's go through them.
A hierophant of the bodiless secrecy, interned in an unseen spiritual sheath, the will that pushes sense beyond its core to feel the light and joy intangible, half found its way into the ineffable's peace, half captured the sealed sweetness of desire that yearned from a bosom of mysterious bliss, half manifested veiled reality.
So we are seeing in this kingdom here, these things are happening. A hierophant is like a priest or a sage, one who can see things. So here's a hierophant of the bodiless secrecy. Secrecy capitalizes here. Interned. Well, we know what interned means. In an unseen spiritual sheath. Interned what? Interned the will. And here will is capitalized. That pushes sense beyond its scope. So will is the effective movement of the spirit and the truth in life. The will, Sri Aurobindo speaks so often about the will. So, what does it do? It pushes sense beyond its scope. Why? To do what? To feel the light and joy intangible. Now that have found its way into the ineffable peace. The ineffable is Purushottama, the transcendent. Have captured a sealed sweetness of desire. Sealed sweetness, desire, alliteration. Have captured that. Have captured that sweetness of desire that yearned from a bosom of mysterious bliss, Ananda, of course, half manifested, didn't fully manifest it, it half manifested, veiled reality. So we are seeing from those early cantos 4 and 5, where we had these kingdoms of little life, and then we're seeing that there is a higher and higher aspiration towards evolution, reality coming. And Sri Aurobindo, look how many words in these 10 lines. Absolute, secrecy, will, ineffable, bliss, reality. 6 capitals. People have to learn to see those capitals and understand why Sri Aurobindo is capitalizing them, as Nalini told me and Mary Helen. That's the ultimate of that word. Okay, so we'll do the next one.
What did he say? What did
It's,
Nalini?
it's the ultimate.
Ultimate of the word.
The
Right.
word. So I have only a few minutes left because I have to quit.
Read the whole thing?
Huh?
Read the whole thing once then?
Yeah, read the whole thing once. That's a good idea, yeah. So we're starting on the other page. Okay?
In an outbreak of the might of secret spirit, in life and matter's answer of delight, some face of deathless beauty could be caught, that gave immortality to a moment's joy, some word that could incarnate highest truth, leaped out from a chance tension of the soul, some hue of the absolute could fall on life, some glory of knowledge and intuitive sight, some passion of the rapturous heart of love. A hierophant of the bodiless secrecy, interned in an unseen spiritual sheath, the will that pushes sense beyond its core, to feel the light and joy intangible, half found its way into the ineffable's peace, half captured a sealed sweetness of desire that yearned from a bosom of mysterious bliss, half manifested veiled reality.
Good reading. The only comment I would make actually is that what so many do is drop their voice on the last word. And if you see here from Hierophant, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines are tied together.
Yes.
And none, we don't drop any of those words at the end. And then, so that's important to understand. Good. Okay. Namaste.